Maybe one less.
I'm gonna go kill that Alpha Raptor, because I want to at least accomplish the goal I set out to do.
Yeah.
And then I'll come help you build for, like, the next hour or so. Because we should, together, like, one of us gathering resources and building the pieces, the other person actually assembling them. Like, I feel like it would work.
What do you think Ark's
And I've
most
got
useless
hiccups.
creature is? Ghost? Ark's most I mean, dodos. It's dodos. The answer is dodo. They're literally useless. They are there to feed other animals.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with the ants.
No, those at least serve
Because at least you
a
can
nutrient
tame
they
and
give
pet
chitin.
and
They
carry.
give chitin. They give chitin.
Yeah, but 100 other things give chitin and are less
Not
annoying.
really.
I guess useless is, yeah. I mean,
Romelisk is not incorrect. Don't shame him.
where the hell did that Alpha Raptor go? There it is.
I settled on a size.
Oh, hello.
Need help?
No. I just found some Microraptors. We haven't seen many of them this season.
Oh, they've been attacking me constantly.
I guess I just don't hang out in the redwood on the ground.
Yeah.
This time I'm not going to make the mistake of going into battle without my stamina charged.
Hey, Average Safety Ghost needs to bleach his brain at the end of... What? Oh. Hold on, wait. The Ghost. What Roma said that is correct is making the Fuck Barn 2.0 Orgy Boogaloo.
I feel like I could come up with a worse name for it, but I'm not
Oh,
having anything.
please.
I'm not having
I
any
need
luck
to
at the
hear it.
moment.
No, I need to hear it when you come up with it. Please, when you come up with it, I need to hear.
Damn it, nothing's coming to mind. Yeah.
Imagine.
Like, sometimes you just have those days where it's like, I can come up with a crazy name for any one of these things, and then there's some days where you're like, I can feel like the idea is out there, but cannot get an idea of it. God, this guy ran forever away.
See, I've got a good name for what happens in it, but not a name for it.
Oh, the Diplo pushed me. I'm like, did I just get pushed by a raptor?
Oh yeah, by the way, Ghost, the newest quote is you saying sex crowns.
Oh.
Hey, Everett, True Tower of Heaven, RPG, what? Oh, the name. I think what actually I need a demo gun. I need to get rid of this middle break. It's not where the middle is anymore. I keep forgetting that everything's just made with one thatch. It's so useful that I wouldn't consider one
Oh, good, I have
thatch to be
Terrence
the...
on. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been bad.
It's the only thing I have. I don't have my armor on, but I have Terrence on. Only 3 levels from that raptor, but...
I mean, 3 levels is 3 levels.
Yeah. Oh, hey, they brought me some armor. They gave me some
Nice.
purple hide gloves. I'll wear those for temp armor.
Black, just do it. Just do it.
Oh, I got a personal level from that. Nice.
Nice.
I'm up to
I wish I
72.
got one of those. I'm up to 78.
It's been ages since I've leveled.
In 7 more years, I can have more.
The Bed and Dead Inn. It's not a bad one, King.
If these don't die in there. They die outside.
Here we go. The Breeding Brothel.
I can see it.
Best my brain's coming up with today. Alright, well, we got myself up to almost level 200. Sounds like a Grudite getting named in your chat.
Insemination Station.
That's pretty good. That is actually pretty good. I mean, it is kind of like a, you know, would we be able to give it like a train station motif?
No.
I'm trying to think of ARK.
That name will be there to confuse you. The Uwu Hut.
I feel like I need just a little bit more stamina on this Rex.
Yeah, Rex has burned through a lot of stamina.
Yeah, like 2200 has been pretty good, but oh, not a fucking again.
Yeah, what's up? There's another Baryonyx.
No, it's more photons.
I'm coming.
I just need to get them angry at me. See, if they're angry at me, I can kill them with the sword. There we go. I got him. This sword is amazing.
I'll help you!
I just stepped on a monkey.
Ghost video? What? Oh yeah, his thumbnail for today. It's great.
Every once in a while, I get like a good bit of inspiration for a thumbnail. Like I'm finally starting to get out of like the little vacation rut I was in, where it's like I was a little bit on the burned out side at the end of December. So I'm like, last week taking it easy. It's why there's only been ARK up every day, kind of a thing.
Hey, Ghost. Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Dino Hub. Oh, Ghost monetization. Oh, that's long gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's still better than the episode that actually got demonetized, so...
Oh, I can make it worse.
Fiomia Hub? No.
No, Dino Hub. Alright, so Ghost, as a note, look at the size difference that I have to do to level up this hill.
Yeah, no, that's the downside of that hill, is it just is not compatible with building very much.
Oh, I did black. I did. Just trying to get this. Look how tall I have to make this! The spunk. Alright, I got, I mean, I would like to be the fuck conductor.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah. Insemination station, operated by the fuck conductor.
Just remember, there's no action in the caboose.
Alright. I don't think you understand how a dinosaur pussy works.
And there goes my monetization once again. I was trying to keep it all innuendo-y and stuff, so that the scanner thing can't handle it.
Delgium, I think you mean crit. No, why are you making ceilings?
Because you told me you wanted to do the entire thing with ceilings rather than floors.
Because you do, all caps?
Oh, jeez.
Look, I'm just saying, don't most lizards and birds in modern times have a fused butthole and reproduction tract?
You know, I'm the biology, like, degreed person, and I have no idea.
Yeah, good thing Dawn isn't here. She'd die.
That was you riding the mammoth. I'm like, the mammoth is just running around base. We weren't really short on wood, we were just short on thatch, so I'm going to get...
I mean, you say we're not short on wood, but we're short on wood. We're on at 1,500.
Oh, damn. Oh, now it's fiber. That's easy enough to gather.
We don't actually know anything about dinosaur genitals because, fun fact, they're a soft organ, thus don't really fossilize. But birds and lizards have similar genitalia, so it's likely to say that dinosaurs had also similar because birds and lizards both came from dinosaurs.
And they did just recently find, like, fossils with teenage dinosaurs, so there's entirely the possibility that we'll, have some advancements in seeing what teenage angst looks like, and then, then actual, caught in the middle of dino reproduction fossils eventually.
Hey, Everett, she's gonna die, also D&G. Yeah. That's the thing, like, birds and lizards both have very similar reproductive systems. In organs and the way they lay eggs and everything. So it's likely that it was a point of, both of their common ancestors had it. And then as they diverged, they just kept their version of reproduction. They didn't rewrite how to reproduce.
I mean, it's kind of a very, very important thing to keep getting right to pass the genes on, so it's something that doesn't vary much.
That's the thing, we won't really, we'll probably never know for certain what dino genitalia looks like because it's a soft tissue.
Well, actually,
doesn't really fossilize.
I mean, with the recovery of DNA and stuff, like the Jurassic Park kind of scenario would be more likely to figure out what it looks like.
No, you can't find any DNA for dinosaurs. DNA only has a half-life of a couple thousand years.
I'm pretty sure they've recovered some sequences. Isn't that the entire reason the whole Jurassic Park idea came around?
No. They thought they could extract DNA. The premise was they could extract DNA from blood taken by a mosquito, trapped in amber and preserved. But no matter the situation, DNA, it has a half-life. It's a molecule.
Right, but that doesn't necessarily mean, like, it's not going to be completely... Well, actually, it gets millions of years, yeah.
Yeah, it's the thing, like, DNA, like, here, I'll Google, I'll pull up the actual number. DNA half-life.
I was just going to think, like, as long as there's some...
521 years.
Okay, so yeah, you would be at minuscule amounts after millions, yeah.
It's, estimates that DNA from a bone, has a half-life of 521. After the amount of time, half the nucleotide bonds that altogether are broken. After another 50, half. We can just barely get mammoth DNA.
Okay.
Like, it's why there's actually a real attempt right now at recreating mammoth. Because we actually do have an entire mammoth sequenced.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I was confusing the mammoth thing with the DNA stuff.
Yeah, we can actually do a lot with really preserved Ice Age creatures because there's enough DNA still there.
And it's like only a few thousand years, so it's...
But the issue is with even mammoths is elephants are not a perfect surrogate. Yeah.
The whole trick of all the cloning stuff, and I know this much because of all my genetic engineering and stuff, degree work and whatnot. The biggest issue with any kind of new species or reestablishing a species is you have to come up with some way of getting the first baby to breed successfully. Yeah. Because then once you have one, then you can use it, because you always want to make sure to make a female first, and you could use that female to create more of the same species, but the whole issue is getting that female.
So the issue they're having, theoretically would happen with a mammoth. I haven't actually done it yet. One, they would have to pick a very closely related species of elephant.
Yep.
And two, when it produces, there is no guarantee that it'll produce the surviving offspring. And two, there is no guarantee it will even have the traits of the mammoth. Because at best, it'll be a half mammoth, half that elephant species. Because if it's not at least partially that, you need that mammoth's egg. Or that elephant's egg.
Not necessarily anymore.
You do. You knew. The way they'd have to do mammoths is that you'd need a donor elephant egg.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could eventually breed the line pure again.
You could, but then your genetic diversity would be so minute and like, you'd have no genetic diversity. That's the other risk, is no matter how many times you do this, unless you're doing this with thousands upon thousands of different mammoth DNA, your genetic diversity is going to be shit.
Right, but genetic diversity isn't actually as big of a deal as everyone always makes it out to be. it is for, like, long-term survival of a species or something, but that's just to keep the doubly recessive traits from becoming too prominent in a line. Like, having it just to have a laboratory line is not an issue unless it's, like, you pick a fatal recessive trait, you know, as your one sample, but the DNA constructed from the mammoths and stuff is so... I guess it would be only from just a few individual samples.
But... They so far have only sequenced one mammoth's DNA.
Yeah.
Like, you can... The perfect situation has to occur to get DNA. You have a well-preserved mammoth, which, because of the area they live in, they get frosty a lot. That's easy enough. But you need a lot of them. And so far they've had, like... Also, if you're not... There is a side way to do it, if this chat brought up. If you can avoid having a elephant carry the mammoth baby if you make a fake womb. But that raises a bunch of different problems.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complex than our current technology would allow to be able to control an artificial womb strategy. But it's the way I always thought it was going to be when I was in the industry, was getting... Because then once you have one, and you have it, you know, the basic principles of, oh, okay, I need to change these hormone levels at these times to get it to be born, then you could be like, I can clone dogs, I can clone cats, I can clone a mammoth, I can clone a T-Rex. Once you know the parameters, like, you would be able to adapt that system to literally anything.
Also, there is the risk currently with cloning where, for whatever reason, cloned animals don't live as long. Like, if you remember, your metal womb is calling, yeah, just put them in lockers, just grow them in lockers. Remember Dolly the sheep?
Yeah.
Died young.
Yeah, that issue is actually a very easily solvable one. That one is likely due to the telomeres. So
okay,
it's the same thing that causes old age and death in every other creature.
Because you're cloning from an older source. It's already technically that age.
Technically, at age 0, Dolly was age 23 or whatever the birth parents' DNA was when they took it out. So because they didn't restore the telomeres. But restoring the telomeres is simple.
If you took a DNA sample of me and then grew it, it would be a baby.
Your clone would die 21 years or 22 years earlier than you would, assuming all things other were equal.
So we would die at the same time, basically.
More or less, yeah.
So what you're saying is we need to inject...
If it is entirely a telomere-based death system.
What you're saying is we need to inject some lobster into it. Lobsters are one of the few species that don't have the issue with telomeres. They grow new telomeres.
Yeah, I mean, like, literally, a lot of species have the genes and stuff, because otherwise, you know, whenever you reproduced, your kids would be younger and younger. Like, you would be a ticking time bomb out of so many generations, and they would never survive.
Well, yeah, but it's because reproductive cells
have it active. So every species has it active. Lobsters just have it active in all their cells.
Yeah,
So what you would need to do is just run it through and have it act like a reproductive cell.
Which is what they were going to do with the mammoths, is have it create a stem cell, have that stem cell create a reproductive cell, impregnate a elephant egg.
Yeah. That would be a good way of doing it, because it would essentially get you the correct genetic markers reset, and it would have the best chance of success. Anyway.
So we're on mammoth fucking now. It's great.
But yeah, we're getting into some deep, like...
No, I like this. It gives you something to talk about while I'm breaking trees.
Yeah. I'm starting to put some of the roof in. We're going to need to do some pillars as well, because I forgot that foundation support is a thing.
Yeah.
Actually, it might not necessarily.
I think it's just along... Hey, Abern thinks so good, and Yeet Teeth, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, thank you, Yeet Teeth, for following as well.
Oh.
I think we just took some foundations and ran them down. I think it would.
Thing is, I think we're fine. It should work.
Well, the thing is, ARK has that dumb thing where, well, not dumb, but convenient thing is, as long as there's a foundation somewhere underneath it, it counts as support all the way up rather than being connected.
Yeah, you love how this conversation went from immature sex jokes to a science conversation. It's almost like they're almost indistinguishable.
Oh my god, the number of things scientists, like, name ridiculously or stuff like that for jokes, and
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Look, I didn't get a science degree to not make dick jokes. I'm allowed to, well, I'm not currently, I have the degree necessary to investigate crime scenes.
And
There is a
detectives, dick
possible,
jokes kind of goes one in one.
There is a possible timeline in which I will investigate one of your murders.
All right, then. That might be... I don't know if that's a terms of service concern or something, but, like...
It's not this timeline.
You're obviously not the one committing it, but still...
No, I'm gonna find it and bring them to justice. Ghost, this is an interesting discussion. Is there a way to make automail real?
What now?
From, like, Full Metal Alchemist. Technically, yes, but not with any technology we currently have.
Like, just neuro interface on things? Yeah, they're actually working on quite a bit of it.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, the same degree of control, like, Ed has with his fake metal arm.
I mean, it's all just a matter of being able to parse out the symbols and stuff. It's just like saying that,
you gotta somehow hook it up, yeah, to
like, Sword Art Online level, like, transmit images into your brain thing. It could happen. At least it could read it and transmit it to the goggles as a just normal VR experience.
Ghost, I think the Mammoth might be better at getting berries than the Stego.
I think it is just because it has a higher weight capacity and everything.
I mean, just from the amount I get per swing, I think it's better. And it's a front swing instead of a side swing.
That's possible.
It makes progress with Esco, but it's not really... Yeah, it's not automail. But, like, you've got to somehow jack into the neural system.
I was just insulting this thing.
Really, the brain doesn't like you doing that. The body doesn't like you doing that. It has antibodies for a reason.
I think my foundation cheesing is not appreciated by the game.
Space arcs to preserve human life? When you say preserve, do you mean live humans on a space arc? No, because cryo isn't real yet.
I mean, we got the freezy side down. It's just the thawing side that has hitches.
Oh yeah, we've got the freeze your cells so they don't break or anything down. It's just how do you avert cell death when you unfreeze them? There actually are some answers to that. Like, for example, tardigrades have a type of antifreeze in their blood that stops their cells from fully freezing, but they freeze, so that when they unfreeze, the ice crystals don't form and don't rupture the cell walls. So, theoretically, if you could genetically engineer a human and inject the gene for producing antifreeze blood, and it doesn't immediately kill you, yes.
Yeah, that's the downside, is they'd have to live with the antifreeze blood as well, because...
Yeah, because you can't do a short-term gene change. I mean, you might be able to, but not right now. We don't know how to... Because technically, if you change, like, how the RNA expresses itself, you could make a temporary change, couldn't you? Because RNA just interprets information from your genes, and then passes that on to proteins and everything, right?
Right.
So, technically, you could make a temporary command that modifies how your RNA acts and tells it to produce those things. I guess you could just make a change to the DNA then, but how would you...
You'd have to have it under tight regulation, but yeah, you could have it so it's turned off most of the time and only active if you inject somebody with some other chemical to signal expression of that gene. That, that would theoretically
you could have a turned off gene. You need more, did you say you needed more ceilings?
Yeah, we definitely need more ceilings.
How many more ceilings?
A lot.
Rough guesstimate. 100. Actually, we're gonna have multiple floors, so 100.
50-ish, at least.
We'll see, Jojo. We'll see.
No, actually, yeah,
we'll
100's probably closer. Okay, this should be enough foundation support to mimic the presence of real foundations.
Oh, I was just making some pillars.
Oh yeah, I just did the foundations, because that way if they fall through, we don't have to worry about the pillars being stacked up a certain height or anything.
What?
Or like, so if the pillars are, like, pushing through the ceiling, then we have to, like, walk dinos around them, whereas if you just put a foundation down below...
You don't push them to the ceiling. You don't push them to the ceiling. You just meet them at the ceiling level. Last bit, by the way, what's today's stream goal again? I'm making fuck barn. Barnes and Noble!
Yeah?
Ghost.
It's a pretty good one.
Welcome to Barnes and Noble.
Or, because of the purpose, Barnes ignoble.
Barnes and Incest?
Well, ignoble, IG noble. It's a word.
My bump.
Yeah, it teleported me back to where you picked me up.
Fucking game.
ARK is weird. Putting the ceilings on to see if my plan worked. Or I just wasted all that time. Yeah, I think we might need... Oh,
it's because
these ones work.
It's because they're not connected, Ghost. Let me show you.
Oh, because they're just a standalone foundation, but if I'd connected them all the way to the wall end, it would count it as a support.
Let me show you. Because you sync them up to one side, yeah?
Well, I made sure that they had enough foundation.
Well, what I mean is, like, are these clipped at one end to the wall?
They're not connected to the wall, but if they were, then they probably would work.
What? You didn't start these from these?
Yeah, I did. I just picked up all the ones in between to have the minimum number of ones sitting down there.
Now try to place the ceiling above me.
I'm out of ceilings at the moment, but...
Really?
Hold on, let me pull a few of these ceilings off and see if I can...
I brought some!
Ah! Not think that through.
You don't think many things through.
I didn't think I was standing on the one I was picking up, honestly.
Now look!
Okay.
But now it says no ceiling support. So I think it actually does need to, come up.
No, it's just because this one is connected, but then you didn't connect the rest of them.
Oh,
so
you didn't reconnect these.
We need to stripe the whole thing with 2 stripes of foundations, and it's fine. Okay, I was trying to go for the super minimalist approach, and it needed at least semi-functional approach.
Because you need to connect, or it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Hey, Light, thanks for the bits. Barnes and Bonable!
That's pretty good, that's pretty good.
Barnes and Bonable. Alright, I need 2 more foundations.
2 foundations and ceilings.
Do you want to be kidnapped? Wait. You want to be kidnapped and replaced with a clone of yourself that will die of natural causes while you're off somewhere getting trained to the brink of torture, being injected with highly dangerous and fatal chemicals. Oh, someone wants to be a Spartan. I was so confused.
Oh, I thought it was a movie plot, so I was like... You change the settings for S+ for floating ceilings? Yeah, but I mean, we're trying to work under, like, normal... Like, the only reason we have S+ is because you can pick it back up.
Yeah, which even they added that into ARK, like, base, but there's a time limit on it, and I hate that.
Yeah. Also, the transfer guns and transfer mode are godly time savers. But we don't want to just have floating ceilings. We want to have to deal with ARK's dumb systems, so... I'm too far down. Where were the last 2 you needed?
Right here.
Okay.
I went home and got them.
Alright, then. There.
Yeah, we gotta fill this up.
Yeah. I was just trying to get the floor in so we can kind of get an idea of scale.
Do you think ARK is possible? Like, what do you mean by ARK? Like, what part? The dino DNA? Hell no. There's literally nothing you can do unless you get a time machine. Or you somehow figure out reversing genes, which isn't possible. There's just pieces missing. Like, bits of... Like, you could technically make something out of a bird that looks like a dinosaur, but it
wouldn't be a dino's DNA, yeah. You'd be able to make a dinosaur from scratch, knowing, you know, roughly what you know about
Yeah, what you're
them.
aiming for, but it would never be a dinosaur. It would be a
Synthetic
something
dinosaur,
new.
yeah.
Yeah. If you got like a say a time machine, got yourself some dino DNA, hell yeah.
Yeah, then it becomes nearly trivial, other than the fact that you need the host again to get the first baby.
Who cares what the host? Just kidnap some dinosaurs.
Pick up a couple eggs, yeah.
Well, I guess you wouldn't do that because it could butterfly effect and change literally everything.
No, not really, though.
I mean, no, you need to. Well, here's the thing, Ghost. Let's
All right, go right before the meteor hits and grab an egg, because it ain't gonna do anything.
Listen. Cause and effect universe. Anything you change in the past will affect the future. It doesn't cause a Trunks timeline. But let's say that you going back in time doesn't immediately just reverse because now it exists, and why would you need to go back in time, you know? Let's say you go back and you go right to the moment of extinction and you steal an egg. Ghost, you go back to the moment of extinction and you steal that egg. Who's to say that egg didn't then get eaten by a scavenger who then led to the human race's creation through evolution? Like, it was a necessary creature for humans to become a thing. And now humans don't exist, so you don't exist.
Yeah. Although one of the current theories on time travel and stuff is every time, if you were to do something, you'd be splitting off an alternate reality, so you can't, in fact, impact your own timeline.
It's not even a theory, though. It's just people going, well, this is how it would work if it could work. You can't theorize about time travel until you do it, because under our laws of physics, it's not even possible.
Yeah, fair enough.
Actually, I reverse that. It is actually possible. Did you know time travel's possible? It just takes more energy than is currently present in the universe.
Ah.
There's nothing in physics that say time has to go one way or the other.
It's just you have to overcome the inertia of time.
It's it's entirely our universe goes forward. There's a really cool thing of why there are a couple reasons why time moves forward in our universe. For example, I think it's the weak force is one of, like, it was a really big mystery about it, and it turns out that the weak force prefers a universe in which positive particles flow clockwise and normal things flow clockwise, anti-stuff moves counterclockwise.
Oh, wild. See, I'm not keeping up on recent physics stuff, so...
That's actually one of the theories of why we have a universe made of primarily normal matter instead of antimatter, because as the Big Bang would suggest, there should have been an equal amount of antimatter and matter at the Big Bang, and that would have meant everything annihilate each other. And we've done the math. You only need, I think it's like every million particles for there to be one more normal matter versus antimatter. But we had to be for every million, one additional matter particle. That's it. All the stuff in the universe, there just had to be 1 in a million more matter.
Yeah, makes sense. Slight balance difference, yeah.
And so the theory is that the universe prefers antimatter spinning clockwise. But what if there was slightly less clockwise spinning or anti-clockwise spinning antimatter at the Big Bang? What if a little bit of it spun clockwise and thus annihilated itself, so it wasn't there to annihilate the standard matter?
Kaboosh.
That's a big fear right now of why we actually have a universe.
Wild.
If you want to know if space bombs like the island Scorched Earth, that'd be possible. Why am I recapping the plot of Girl? What? What?
Whoa. When did I ever say I was certified to be a nuclear engineer? I work on nucleuses, not atomic nuclei. Genetic engineer.
But you know, making a space habitat would entirely be possible. You just have to get something spinning. If you can make a magnetic system that spins at a high enough speed, you generate your own magnetic field. You start beating off solar rays and cosmic rays and everything. And then it's just as simple as getting the material to build it, which you could theoretically just mine asteroids for it. And then it's just as simple as putting down, once you have the habitat, seeding it with life. But also, a thing about that is, it is a theory that because the weak force prefers those particles spinning in those directions, that's what gives time its direction. So if you had an alternate universe where the weak force preferred matter spinning counterclockwise and antimatter spinning clockwise, you might have an antimatter universe in which time moves backwards.
Although, you don't want to go into that because you'd explode immediately.
Well, no, you wouldn't be able to because your particles would explode. Because they are wrong. I forgot what I'm doing. I'm just kind of standing
rest of the foundations?
Right. I was making those.
I'm grabbing walls. Grabbed a few too many.
Brain hurt! What is the material scientific advancement required for space elevator to which we need to know? Okay, so the issue with space elevators is we currently do not have a material that is durable enough to withstand the force of gravity. Because if you have something that it goes up into the space at a fixed point that is then tethered to something like in space that moves, you have the entire force of Earth's gravitational spin tearing at that tower.
Yeah, it's not just gravity, it's all the rotational shear too, yeah. And it has to push through all the atmosphere.
Yeah, you need a material that is ridiculously strong. And currently, nothing we know comes anywhere close. Also, you could never really have a personnel variant. Like, you couldn't have one that's 4 people going up, because the amount of G's you'd experience going up, you would turn into a pancake.
I mean, would it have to be G4? Like, couldn't you just, like...
You don't have a headache, you don't understand time travel. Yeah, right. Well, the issue is, Ghost, if you want to go up, you start fighting the G's. Like, you start fighting Earth's gravitational pull, and if you want to get up, you have to be going at a certain speed, or you'll start falling.
Well, I mean, not if it's a, like, gear and crank kind of a system where you're just winching yourself upward.
The amount of force becomes so much that you can't just hold it up.
But wouldn't it become, wouldn't an elevator going from floor 1 to floor 2 on Earth actually require more energy? Because you are closer and gravity is thus stronger than if you were farther away from the Earth, winching yourself.
I could be misremembering the argument, but there's an issue of you have to be going at a certain speed, and I probably am misquoting why.
Like, because normally with rockets you have to have an escape velocity, because otherwise the gravity will pull you back down because you're not pushing hard enough against it. But if you had something to anchor yourself to, the rope in the space elevator, like, I mean, I'm not an engineer for mechanical stuff, so I might be wrong, but...
Please name this episode please name the episode this crit. My brain needs to know if my... what? Oh, name this episode Millennium IQ. Yeah, like, the closest thing we have right now that we think could handle the stress is carbon fiber. But even then, it's like, we don't know the limits of carbon fiber, actually. It is theoretical that it could be strong enough. We just haven't made a carbon fiber arrangement that is strong enough yet.
Yeah, considering, what is it, 35 miles or something? So, even if you made a thin, less like a normal, string, like a balloon string thickness, 35 miles long is going to weigh a ton.
Yeah, and just... oh, okay, I'm just gonna ban someone in my chat. Oh, I love having to do this. Someone just came in and advertised their server in my chat. What the hell?
Wild.
Who advertises servers?
But yeah, space elevator, the reason the space elevator is something desired is it would allow you to get to space
It'd be essentially
without
free space
the
travel.
Use of rockets. Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially free. You collect solar energy and shoot it up.
Yeah, I mean, you could use energy. Wind or solar or something rather than giant chemical tanks of, explosive fuel.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big turning point in a civilization where you no longer have to explode yourself into space.
Right. Also, before anyone asks, space guns don't work. We looked into it.
Like, what space gun?
One of the back when space was like becoming a thing people considered, one of the first ways people thought to get there was to make a giant gun that fires a projectile carrying someone into space instead of having the rocket system. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
There's too many miles of friction to slow that down with a single force. That's why the rockets are multi-stage, is because at each stage they shed more and more of the rocket and then thrust with more and more thrust on a lower or a lower mass, so you can actually keep.
What about Space Force? It should not be a thing we need. There is a treaty that I think every major country has signed that says you are not allowed to weaponize space.
Yeah, it's really...
a Space Force should not be needed.
It's a really dumb thing, too, because if space does become militarized, you run the risk of...
The world is fucked. Well, the world is fucked.
You run the risk of, they call it the... what was it called? It's like a metallic shield or something. It's like... Basically, space debris. Basically, space debris would become... If you started blowing up satellites, because you're like, oh, that's a country I'm at war with. I'm going to blow up all their satellites. There'd
be so much more space debris. Yeah.
Well, what they would do is the little shards would hit other satellites that you didn't intend them to hit, because you can't control the projectile path of every shard of something you blow up in space. And so what would happen is there'd be such a dense shrapnel field covering the entire globe that you would no longer be able to travel into space, because anything would be torn to shreds passing through it. Because there'd be so many high-velocity metal particles. Are you going to come with the last few?
I'm coming. I had to make some thatch.
And if you don't want that kind of a situation.
A weapon in space, it ruins space.
Yeah.
Because once there's one weapon up there, everyone has a weapon up there, and then no one can get off the planet. A thing like a Space Force, much later in human development, would not be a terrible idea once we have... if we colonize a second planet. Because it's... How else would you regulate another planet? You'd need some kind of governation body.
Yeah. Sadly, what is being proposed currently is definitely not Starfleet.
It's just put guns in space.
Oh, god damn it. I see the person you had to ban. Thank you.
Yeah, they came to your chat, too? Mm-hmm. That's wild. Alright, bring the last foundations.
I had actually looked at that, and I, my mind had, glanced off of it because we were talking about so much stuff. And
what about outer planet life? Nothing will ever come to invade us. Unless this species has figured out faster-than-light travel, nothing will ever come invade Earth. It's not feasible. The closest, thought of a habitable world is how many light years away?
I think it's
they think there might be...
I think it's like 3?
They think there might be habitable planets along the closest star, which is what, Epsilon... What is it? Epsilon...
Alpha Centauri is closest.
Alpha Centauri, that's what I was thinking. But Brain's like, Epsilon Sigma? But no, that's Halo. The Alpha Centauri, they think that is the closest... It has planets in the... am I Gamma? I sure am. That's why everything was so bright. I literally didn't notice. They think there might be planets, tidally locked planets in the habitable zone around Alpha Centauri. That's still 3 light years away. As in, if they could get to the speed of light, it still takes 3 years.
Yeah.
Unless a species has figured out faster than light speed, who the fuck wants to invade someone?
And then there's the other system of who's around currently, because there's what is it, 16.5 billion years of universe existence? I don't remember the exact number. I used to know it. 12.3? Something like that?
It's a number.
Yeah. But anyway, it's one of the things part of the, is it the Planck's constant equation? For the chance of probability of alien life? Because they have to have their civilization last.
No, Planck's like a mathematical constant.
Right, no, what is it? It's,
I know what you're referring to. It's like...
it's the equation that you multiply the chance on a planet of having life, but one of the factors is how long a civilization can be at and stay at a technological level that it is detectable by other species. And so is there another species out there in the universe at this moment that has not collapsed upon itself or is still in its stone age that can, communicate with us or,
like
actually
life
appear.
in this universe, there is extraterrestrial life. That is not a Fermi's equation. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's the one.
There is no doubt there is life in this universe that is not on Earth.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. We are not alone in this universe, this galaxy even. It's just there are issues with the laws of physics that stop you from, traveling to a different planet. And also, who's to say we're not an early species? Who's to say evolution started as soon on other planets as it did on Earth?
Or that we're even looking for the right type of life.
Like, what if they're silicon-based? What if they don't communicate with electricity? What if, any list of things that could stop it from being... What if they don't have physical bodies?
Which does get them around that faster than light travel thing, is if you can send your... Well, I
Again,
guess
if they don't have physical bodies,
puts
how
them at light speed, if they're basically a wave body.
Yeah. But then, how do we know electricity isn't an alien?
Also, thank you to Cool Reaper and Braden for following. Welcome, and
imagine
Deadmind. Welcome to the deep science conversation.
Yeah, we're just ranting on science for the rest of the stream. I'm sorry, guys. Imagine if just, electricity is a life form. What if electricity, that is a valid concern. What if electricity is a life form that we are harvesting? We have no way of knowing.
It's unlikely, because it's just...
We only know how life
electrons
evolved
moving,
on
but
Earth.
yeah.
We have no clue how life would evolve on a different planet. What if ocean planets are the most common point of life, and we're weird for being terrestrial?
The wild thing is they're actually, because of, molecules and stuff, there's a decent chance that if we run across other carbon-based life forms, they might actually run on the same kind of DNA system we use.
That's
completely incompatible systems. Like, their code would be different than our code.
Yeah, they might not code with ATCG, but they might code with QWSK.
Yeah, or, their, what stands for, tryptophan would be a different base code, so they would be completely incompatible. Like, our DNA would not translate to proteins under their reading system. Like, it's like a different language.
I just left school, man. I'm sorry, guys.
This is the fun science. There's no tests, there's no quizzes,
Yeah, we're just talking.
You don't have to memorize
we're just talking.
it.
Yeah,
you just enjoy the wonder.
There is a couple things. As Ghost was saying, evolution's not... It should not be a Earth-based thing. Evolution is just something that cells do. They are constantly trying to one-up each other, and so random mutations that are beneficial get propagated over multiple generations. If that is true, and things do tend to build around the same lines, as long as they're carbon life forms, we should be expecting crabs. We should expect there to be alien crabs. Nothing else.
Well, that's just because crabs have evolved multiple times independently on Earth. We have had, 3 or something convergences to crab from different starting points.
And to be fair, that could just be because Earth is very crabby.
Well, no, it's just that the environment that those 3 species were in was a crab-needing, niche in the environment. Yes, it needed
crabs, and that's the thing, it could be that is also... What if that's the most uncommon zone in space?
But yeah, I'm just saying, if it's a carbon-based life system, it's going to have probably similar, but not exact chemistry to ours, just because our chemistry is a fairly stable one, once it gets established.
We don't really undergo a lot of weird, we're not we don't give off radiation. Acker brings up maybe the wall in Fermi's equation is a long enough term. We don't know if humans will make it past the century.
Yeah.
We're a species that has always been at war with something.
Usually ourselves.
Usually ourselves. Sometimes emus, though. I think it's a strong statistic about World Peace Day. There has been, I think, less than a year where nobody on the planet was at war with someone. Where all major nations were not at war.
Yeah.
In the 2,000 years modern civilization has kind of existed.
And we have cleared this forest out.
It keeps growing back.
I'm surprised it goes back tree by tree. I thought ARK just, replenished entire chunks at a time.
It does. It's apes make war. It is animals feeling, it's the whole, this person is not my family, I need to support my family. If that means killing this person who isn't my family, so be it. That little primal tribal instinct.
Yeah.
It might
it
turn out
survived
that
us through, several thousand years
caught us
of
to this
early
point.
development, yeah.
Like, you recognizing that we have a innately tribal mind is not wrong, because it got us to this point. If we get beyond that, that's probably what the big issue is with a species getting to, like, actual spacefaring, is getting past the point of tribalism. Because until and especially if, think about this, what if a planet develops 2 dominant species? What if humans weren't the only intelligent species? Which we weren't.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Like, Neanderthals were a thing, and then we fucked them. Figuratively and literally. We literally interbred with them, and integrated their DNA into ours. That's why everyone has a little bit of Neanderthal in them. But what if 2 species on an alien planet develop into sentient things, but they're not genetically compatible? Like, you have a lizard species and a mammal species. That planet's not getting to space, like, in a meaningful way. They will discover fission, and they will nuke each other into the ground.
Well, you're assuming it's a, like, antagonistic relationship. It could be both of them are intelligent and they are...
they co-evolve.
Yeah.
That is a possibility. But if, from what I... did we get the red hair gene from Neanderthals?
I don't remember the exact
Until humanity reaches true peace, all the stars are lost to us. We can barely keep the planet running.
Yeah.
Let alone get a unified colony on a different planet. And that's probably a big hump for a lot of species, because we're not terrible at it. I mean, we're terrible at it, but we haven't nuked ourselves yet. We didn't discover nukes and then immediately nuke everyone into the ground. What, 2 nukes have ever been detonated, or 3 nukes have ever been detonated on a population? Which, that's terrible.
When was the 3rd one?
It was 3 in Japan, wasn't it?
No, 2.
2 in Japan?
Fat Boy and Little Man were the 2 names.
Oh, I thought there was 3.
No.
It's terrible, but, like...
the fact that we managed to do 2 and then stop?
Yeah, stop.
It's like fucking eating Oreos. Like, you can't just eat 2 and then stop.
Russia discovered how to make a nuke, and they didn't immediately nuke the shit out of America. We very quickly realized mutually assured destruction.
Only winning move is not to play.
Exactly. But what if another species doesn't discover that in time? What if another species doesn't worry about mutually assured destruction? What if they're so tribalistic that they just say, Scorched Earth policy, see ya, nerds?
Mm-hmm. And what if that other species is also human? Because we could still think that.
Yeah. It's like, it could be a little weird. Like, maybe in 1,000 years, some explorer's gonna find us and go, man, he called it, because the world has been bombed. I'm stuck. Yeah. Can you move Stegosaurus?
Yeah.
The Stego. It needs to just move. Because Gandhi ain't here. Everyone knows, if Gandhi was alive, the world would be destroyed. As predicted in Civ 6.
That's still the most wild bug ever.
Every Civ game. Yeah, oh, that's the wrong gun.
To bring it to a topic that's a little bit easier to grasp for everybody. Not that everyone in the audience could probably grasp everything we've been talking about, but a lot of people are a little tired of the science talk. Let's talk about civilizations and their weird code.
In Civ 1... what did you just do? Did you already transfer?
Oh, no.
I just did the transfer. I was dicking around with a gun because it was clicking the wrong thing. So yeah, Civ 1. Gandhi had a willingness to use nukes set to 0. However, because it was a DOS program, when he took the, I think it was what, democracy trait?
Yeah.
It would give you like a minus something.
I think it was a -3 to your willingness to use nukes modifier. So he would
because it was a DOS system, it would roll back and overlap to 255.
Yeah, so rather than using negative numbers, it was stored in an 8-bit integer. So it went from, it's 0 to 256. So if you subtract 3, it rolls around, goes 256, 255, 254. And so he then had a 254 rating for
As
willingness
in,
to use
he
nukes.
only nuked. His
that-
one goal in life, once taking democracy, was just to pump out the nukes and cleanse the world.
And everyone thought
And,
it was
they
so
just kinda kept
hilarious that they kept it
They just
in as a
kept it.
meme, yeah.
He's a nuke lover. And I mean, it's not... Here's the thing. There is an argument to go that is actually what Gandhi would do if he was forced to go to war, because it does annihilate life instantly. There's no suffering. You nuke someone, they're dead. The people around them suffer from the radiation, but that's solved with a second nuke, my dude.
Or enough to, like, completely blanket, yeah. I ran up here without any walls.
You get shot, you're suffering. You get nuked, you're ash. And so they just kind of kept it. Oh, interesting topic. Ghost, it's more quirk stuff. Interesting topic. The world has 5% quirks starting next year. So 5% of babies next year will have a quirk. How will society and civilization react?
5% is a significant number, so it might be accepting. Basically, and I don't remember who saw this quote, but it's like, diversity will be punished unless it's exploitable.
Yes, it's Rudolph the reindeer.
Oh my god, was it? Or it was someone,
no.
It was someone analyzing it, yeah.
Yeah, they put the picture over Rudolph because it really is, like, they bullied his weirdness.
I was like, I remember seeing the last month or two, so yeah, being a Christmas season, yeah. But, like, if they were, like, if everyone's quirk was, they're just a walking nuclear bomb, not accepted. But if it was, like, you know,
don't go any more higher than that. The current level you're on. The current level.
Okay. But if it was, like, a healing quirk, or they can produce infinite free energy, or they produce oil out of their tears or some random shit, like, then they'd be welcomed. Exploited, but welcomed.
Yeah. Until, by nature of breeding, everyone would have a quirk.
Like, I can't say really too much more on, like, quirks and, like, society and stuff, because I've read so far ahead in the My Hero Academia manga. Like, they actually are addressing a lot of societal stuff coming up in, like, the next 6 arcs.
I don't know if it spoilers this, but, like, people with quirk technically are repressed, even though they are the majority. Because people are still clinging to the ideas of not using your quirk because it would make you it would make things unfair to use this thing that you are good at. And it's that moral, ethical discussion of, if I have this thing that gives me an edge, shouldn't I use it, or should I not use it unless regulated?
Yeah.
I am one of those people who says, if you got it, you should use it. But, like, it is a moral, like, conversation.
But yeah, the show's gonna get wild in a few seasons.
It could have intelligent conversation school being all called, even though, oh. I'm glad you like the content. Crit's villain confirmed. Crit is someone who wants to see people be able to become their best version of themselves. Like, what if someone has a quirk that cures cancer, but because of the way the medical system works, they can only use it if an insurance bigwig tells them, yes, you can use this. Like, what then?
So here's the thought.
Yeah.
Doors. Are we doing ceiling hatches, or are we going to have a gate
So
somewhere?
we're going to have a big opening here.
That opens off onto the cliff side.
Yep. Big ol' ramp up. Find the middle. We need to find the middle, because this is no longer the middle.
Alright, you figure that out. Do we want to use just normal Dino Gateway, or do we want the big Dino Gateway behemoth?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Dino Gateway.
Standard size.
Half of 17 would be... 16 would be 8, so the 9th piece? Or 8 in each direction, and then whatever bit in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4,
The 9th
5,
one would be the center out of 17.
7, 8, 9. This one's center? Right?
Yeah.
9 is the center? Does that look right? You're not here. Jesus, that's gonna be a walk-up. He becomes a saint that dedicates his whole life to curing people or lives as a pariah hidden somewhere because people know he can do it, but yeah. Like, that's the issue of... Either that guy becomes the greatest human being who's ever lived, or society stops him from doing it. Because that would be unfair to the... Like, that's actually a conversation about corporations wanting to maintain the things they have, but... Same general idea.
You're right, Hayers. You're right.
I haven't caught up.
Think of that.
What? What's up?
There's apparently, and I might not have learned the engram, a dynamic gate.
Oh?
S plus dynamic gateway.
Dang. Alright, Shin, you have a nap. Enjoy nap.
Really?
Which is going to change our ways, showing like 100 years ago things... Yeah, that's the thing, like, eventually they will. But what's to say a major development during that transitional period doesn't stunt everything?
Okay, so Crit, you gotta see the requirements for the S plus dynamic gateway and gate.
Is it element?
1 citronal, 1 longgrass, 1 rock carrot, 1 sable root,
What?
and 1 silica pearl.
What? Okay, then.
I think
Is
it
it 'cause
drops
you
a
can grow it?
blueprint, and then you have to use the material to make it.
Okay, that's whack. Oop.
Alright, well, we'll see which one ends up working out better. If the base one works, we'll just use the base one, because we want to keep it kind of vanilla, but if the dynamic gateway is available, we'll use the dynamic one, if we need it.
Well, just because, here's the thing, Ghost. This is a 3-wide entryway. I think that's the Dino Gate's size 3, isn't it?
I've got one in my hand, so... I
You
also
wanna
have
come
a
up and place it?
bunch of ramps, so...
Nice.
We're
I
gonna
have
need some
itch.
foundational support, though.
Itchy. We need the pillars.
Yeah, I didn't bring them.
Or no, foundations. Duh.
Yeah. If we just do more foundation stairs, that'll
Yeah,
be
just
enough.
out, and then we covered up with the ramps anyways.
Alright, if you want to do the foundations, I'll work on figuring
Well,
out the...
place the gate. I want to see if it's the right size. It should snap.
Yeah, it snaps alright.
Please place it. I want to see how stupid this looks.
That's how it snaps.
Alright, so we do need the massive Dino Gate thing, because that's not 3, that's 2. Or wait, let me place it. Let me try. Oh.
Oh, here you go. You work with these. I will try with the snappy ones. Unless it does not actually let me... Oh.
What the No, place it down. Place it in the middle. Place that in the middle. That's the side. Place that in the middle.
Okay. It's... You use
Place this one.
Shift G. Oh, no, G. Okay, so G and Shift G will increase and decrease its width. So, there we go. And then its height is dictated by F.
We won't evolve until we stop terraforming the Earth to fit us instead of... Yeah, that's valid.
Is that the right height? Looks like.
Yo!
Alright, so then we have 5 minutes in order to get 250 wood, 60 stone. If you want to go run and grab the materials, yeah. I'll read them off once you're in there.
Oh, that Diplo's upset now. Ghost. Diplo, go get the materials!
250 wood, everything else is about 100.
Ooh. Ghost, hold up. New discussion. What quirk would you want for the for me, and what quirk would I want for you? We cannot pick our own quirks. Like, what quirk would you want me to have?
I don't even know. This goes back in the territory of things that I'm bad at coming up with.
It goes to Alpha Carno next to base. Down by the swamp cliff.
Oh no.
What's up, Ghost?
We don't have the wood for this.
How much do you need?
250, I've got 40.
Okay.
I think we can deposit incrementally, so...
I mean...
I think I've got the rest of the stuff we need.
Wood acquired, my dude. Why don't you tree and fucking harvest it? Ghost, what? Alright, so what quirk I want for you? I want you to have the quirk where... I want you to have the quirk. Okay, I want you... This is a really cool power ghost, and I think you'll like it. Jack of all trades. You are instantly okay at everything you do. You can never become the ultimate master of it. Alright, we're at 225 wood. A little bit more. You can never become the person who is the best at. You were always average at a skill. But you were average at every skill. That's your quirk.
Yeah. That's really, really good.
What's mine?
God, I don't even know.
What's my quirk?
Oh, I finished it.
Nice. Does the blue bulb go away?
Yeah, disable snap assist.
Alright, place the door.
Oh, right, the door's gonna have the same situation.
Yep.
Keep saying no snap point.
Is it a dynamic door?
Did I make the wrong one? Dynamic
Is it dynamic?
gate. For use in S+ dynamic gateways. You think it would just auto-snap to the right size, but it doesn't.
You have to increase its size.
Oh god, I need the snap assist back.
Oh, that would turn on. Have you read the Vigilante side? I have not, but I've read the synopsis. Alright, is it the right size?
Hold on, let me turn the pillars back to normal.
Feel the thickness.
That's not affecting it. Here, see if you can figure out anything with that. I am slowly dying of hunger this time.
Can't place... Oh, I can't... I don't have the engram.
I mean,
Oh, snap point. Interesting.
you know how far this is going to have to be so it flattens out?
Yes.
Like, it's going to hit the rocks if
Yes.
we're lucky. Or we could just wrap the ramp around down the side of the building. Just do a corner.
Oh, I can change the material!
But it'll change the requirements to... Yeah, I'm not able to figure that one out.
I mean, we could just have an open... I don't want an open door. Alright, new plan. Just give me a behemoth gate.
Well, I mean, we could just do the other thing.
But it's not the right size.
I mean, it'd be easier to add one to a length of this building.
Oh, wait. Fun fact, you can't demo gun this.
No.
It only has a demolish button.
It's probably because it can't figure out how much or what it is as a structure, because it's made as 2 steps. Also pick these up.
Oh,
you got all the material back. Nice.
yeah. No, you get the same proportions.
Yeah.
Why'd you give me these?
Because I'm going to go get the foundation so we can
Apparently
figure
it
out...
glitched because you disabled snap.
Possibly.
Where's the other gate?
Do I agree with the hero killer stain?
Hey, Ghost, do you?
Probably no, but...
Ghost, which way do we bias the door? Do we bias it to the left or the right?
I mean... It's exactly 2, right?
Yeah, but Unless you're gonna... Are you saying we add another...
We just add one foundation to the side to center it, so it doesn't get
Oh,
annoying.
that's so annoying, though!
But it's less annoying than dealing with the gate. And if we had to do a behemoth one, we'd have to add another, like, 6 floors of wall.
Okay, so... If we add that on the right... If we add that on the right, does that mean we have it justified to the... or biased to the right? Yeah?
Whatever way you slide it, we have to add one more that direction, yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm encumbered, because I have all the wood. The gate is fine. I mean, asymmetrical is fine. We can't just deal with it being asymmetrical, because, I mean, the tower's already asymmetrical.
Wait, is the tower asymmetrical?
Yeah, it doesn't sync up where the middle is anymore, because there's the issue of the cliff.
Yeah, I mean, let's just get it functional. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
It's functional now. The OCD people complain? I mean, sucks to be them.
Yeah, it's almost like when we were building things in Minecraft and stuff, we would intentionally make things slightly off-center to annoy people.
We didn't do that. What the fuck are you talking about? Hello?
Because I know it would always annoy me when I was building a house and stuff, and so I'd always leave certain little things to annoy myself and everyone who cared
So
about
Ghost
it.
is just an asshole.
A little bit. Oh my god. Alright. No, you people just... Come on,
people?
you stupid. Follow. It's a Dilo and a Phiomia sitting right by the gate, and they have no business standing right by the gate blocking every bit of traffic coming in and out of this gate.
Yeah. So someone asked me, but I do not, personally do not agree with, Stain's ideology in the My Heroes. Just because it's just a reason to justify murder.
Yeah.
He is a societally repressed individual who was just looking for a reason to kill people.
Yeah, because using the same motivation, but not using the, you know, killing side of things, he could have been, like, establishing a foundation to better train the ones that are doing poorly.
Yeah, you don't have to murder people for that. It's like if the current situation with policing in the United States, they go, okay, what if we just kill all the cops? What if we just hunt the cops down and murder them? That's not how you do that.
No, you get better training.
Yeah, it's why I don't currently work at a police station, because they increased the training requirement on me, and I've got the money, fuck them. So, yeah, unrelated. Ghost apparently masochist? Yeah, he is.
So I just rode the mammoth all the way up to where the ramp would be, and was just looking up at the ramp being like...
I need that!
Yeah, I know, I'm grabbing wood, and that was the whole point I took the mammoth out for, but for some reason my brain was like, take mammoth to ramp. That's where mammoth is needed.
Ramp tasty, yes.
Ugh.
Man, this stream is something. This stream is something.
And that was only like an hour worth of building.
Yeah. I'm at the ranting and the discussions.
I am excited for ARK Genesis, though. I have no idea what it's going to be like, but yeah, when it comes out,
that'd be wild.
Oh, gotta go get the Rex.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, Deku is, he doesn't have a superpower that makes him smart. That's just his normal human quirkless brain. Well, it's not like Deku is a argument, like, before he gets his quirk for needing underground heroes.
Alright, Mammoth's here if you need the wood. I need to go kill a Alpha Carno before it becomes a problem.
Go murder it.
Come on, Jack.
Go commit good murder. The tasty kind.
God damn it.
We're almost to the ground. I don't even take fall damage.
So, okay, I was thinking of just, like, you go 3 down, flatten it off, and then turn the ramp?
No. Remember when I did that on Ragnarok and you guys complained?
Did I complain?
Yeah. When I lived in the cliff wall by the castle. I did a to condense space. I did a turning ramp up, and you guys hated it. Like you actually hated it.
Let's just double check this thing's level. All right, so level 20 Alpha Carno.
Do you want assistance? You should be able to take that.
Yeah.
Dijon took it. Never leave a crit stream and you still get concerned and you're like, yeah, it's great. I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, they reveal their powers, but they don't necessarily reveal their weaknesses.
Alright, then it's like, I'm just not gonna deal with this
It's
shit.
eating another Carno! Oh, that's an Iguanodon. Eat it, Ghost. Follow it in.
No, it's trying its ultimate ploy to get me to take fall damage so I don't have as much HP.
Oh, you've done the cardinal sin of letting it get behind you.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to correct that, but there's a lot of trees in the way.
Look at me. Look at me. You need to stop biting and sprint, Ghost.
The thing is, I'm stuck on it.
Stop trying to bite and start sprinting. There. It's stuck. Come back at it at a front angle.
There we go.
There you go.
And now the trike is pissed at me.
All about the trike. Oh, I have a leech on me. That's disgusting. There's a leech on Zeus. Gross. Wait, last message? Wait, what? What I miss? I saw the up comment on Dawn. This heat-stealing cat unplugged your TV! Rest in peace, TV. Another scientific definition. Which habitat is most habitable for humans beside the island? Extinction. It's the well... Probably center.
Center's pretty nice.
It has a lot of biome diversity. That or Ragnarok, because it does. Ragnarok has plains.
Oh, good, I had Terrence on. I always keep checking afterwards. That was worth almost 1,500 XP.
Nice.
So my Terrence is up to 5,250.
Humans do really good on like a plainsy area, like plainsy with a bit of forest. It's why the island actually isn't the best for humans, just because it has a lot more forest.
Yeah, we're gonna try for the full 3 hours stream time wise.
Oh, of course. I mean, we have to go like 20 minutes after normal end time because the universe screwed us. So I played Bloodborne recently. I was playing with a friend who never played with some of it and said, I can't wait until we fight the Juicy Moon Spider. That is an accurate description for Rom.
Wait, what?
The Juicy Moon Spider in Bloodborne.
Oh.
Rom the Vacuous.
Hmm.
They're a moon spider.
I was like, did I miss something about the Overseer fight or something? Like, I thought we were talking ARK, and I'm like, brain not work right.
Those two don't mix. What?
Oof, he does not get weight. Alright, no more weight. I was going to round him off to a nice 900,000 weight, but...
900,000?
900 to 1,000. That way I don't get overburdened by meat and stuff. Oh, speaking of which, I have over 4,000 meat in here for the base.
What's up, Ghost? Ghost?
Diplo egg.
Nice! It's useless.
Oh, it doesn't turn into a kibble?
Aberration is better of terms of shelter and water. I cannot harder disagree. Humans don't do well in caves, and Abberation has some bright spots, but it's majority caves.
And then a brief 10-minute run onto the surface to which you never return for the entire rest of
Yeah,
your
because the
playtime.
shielding's busted. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Look here. There we go. Ghost, come look.
1 second.
Yeah, Aberration, time to make a shelter. Basilisk. Based on fantasy worlds, what race in their technology most down to what the fantasy is very, very broad. Wait. Oh, for fuck's sakes, don't tell me.
What happened?
Oh, come up to the ramp and see if you can notice.
Alright, let's see what we have.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I just, homing trolls won't last long term as dominant species. I mean, here's the I guess, yeah, if you're looking in the terms of fantasy, orcs just kind of win. They can just, they're just shock troopers. They will kill. So Ghost, notice right about here what changes.
That's the end of the foundation support.
One of them is snapped.
Oh.
The left side is snapped to the little hover point, and the this side snapped to the actual foundation.
Well, at least you noticed it before you placed the whole thing.
There we go.
Ah, snake.
Oh, snake! Got it?
Yep.
Now we just gotta... Now we have the issue of last time where walls suck. Remember that? We're gonna have to cover these up with walls and then use the little triangle walls to cap it off, and it just sucks.
I mean... Yeah.
It has occurred to me I've returned to my my sanity sucking origins. Remember the streams I used to do for ARK Ghost? Where I'd just be building or gathering resources, and then I'd scream.
Mm-hmm. No, guess what?
What's up?
We need 4 more walls for the back wall.
Yeah. We also need more wood in general.
Yep. I didn't stay out on the mammoth. There's some on the mammoth, but I didn't stay out too
There's
long
16
on him.
on the map. I've been taking it out.
Okay, because I saw the Alpha Carno, and I'm like, better kill that before it threatens a base.
Yeah, the walls never. Yeah, those walls. Don't you love those walls? Why is the campfire on? Ah, you're cooking prime meat. That's a good thing to cook. Oh, the fun thing, Ghost, is we are not. Well, we do actually need to place all those foundations, or we can't put the walls to their side, so it'll be exposed. Literally, what was I stuck on?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, hey, everyone was saying they'd like a build stream every so often.
Yeah?
What this
So
entire
do we
stream has been.
need the foundations? Did you just walk out with the mammoth for more wood?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a whopping 5 foundations on me. There's no wooden base. It would be at the point where we need to start airlifting me to Redwood, because there's just not a lot of trees left. Also, just not getting a lot per tree now, it seems. Other times become a dominant species if Crit and Ghost tame one in a few hours. They didn't become the dominant species. They're tests made by the ancient humans. They're the final stone test to see if humans are ready to re-inherit the Earth.
Which ones?
The Titans. From Extinction.
You're not setting the bar, you know, crazy high or anything when you have to tame something literally more powerful than anything mankind has ever known.
What?
Like, most people just to get an inheritance just have to stay in a creepy mansion overnight.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing, though. They realize that they messed up the Earth. The corruption is man-made. It's what happens when you let creatures get too close to element or something. It has something to do with element.
Yeah. I'm not fully up on it, but I don't feel like the ARK writers were aware of this point when they started making it. I think they were just like, ooh, let's make a
they made a survival
dinos.
game. They made a survival game, and then they revealed aliens. But then they revealed the aliens are human. That's fine.
Twist.
That's fine. The game just stands alone without its plot. It doesn't need the plot.
Yes, we did tame the baryonyx. It's somewhere over in base. Be over here?
I feel bad dropping so many narco berries.
Where did that baryonyx go?
It's just chilling around.
Oh, there it is. I read underneath me. 167. So it's actually
Element
a
is
good
a
level.
foreign space parasite that came from the meteors? Is that the actual lore?
I'd believe it.
I feel like that's not right. I feel like element's just programmable matter.
Like, we found the matter and we're like, oh shit, look, we can program this stuff. It's so awesome. And then realized, oh, it's a sentient life form out to kill us all. And we've just been using it as tinker toys. Thank you for the bits, lovely lady.
They used too much element to power everything, it leaked in the environment and got mutated everything it touches, and kept humans from using it. Yeah! That's what it was. It mutates.
I mean, for the longest time, we used behemoth gateways as our entirety of our wall because they were this much protection and wall space for very, very little, like, material investment.
Cheap, but they're gross, and I don't like them anymore.
But, like,
I like the aesthetic
even
of
with
real
the
walls.
risk of deleting a dino, it's still a better solution. Man, I don't know why I was walking the entire time. I could have just flown on Ares every time I had a whole load of gates and stuff.
Right? I keep doing that too. It's because I keep leaving Zeus other places. Mainly up there. Yeah, Rockwell injected himself with, like, steroids made of element, and then he took over the Abberation ARK. He replaced its overseer. Which is actually why he can ascend us, is because he is the overseer of that ARK, and when you kill him, you reset the ARK back to its standard overseer or something. Which is why you can then go to Earth, because it's the gateway to Earth.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was...
Remember when we did the boss fight? And
yeah, we had a glitch.
Got the win. We had a glitch. No, we didn't have it glitched. We just couldn't beat it, so we cheated our win because we wanted to see the cutscene.
Oh,
and nobody believed me when I said that was Earth. Remember, you teleport down to the Earth pad. And no one's like, oh, that's not Earth. Like, I called it.
Right.
Ghost, I have gone far and wide for trees. Hey, Rainbow Man, thanks for resubbing for the 5th month.
Have you discovered the power that's inside?
Yes. It's trees. There's a tree inside of you right now, Ghost.
Damn.
Ghost, not only inside of you, it's trying to
Ah,
get out.
shit. You didn't finish the ramp foundation.
No, that's why I said we need
my
foundations.
brain was like, I'm gonna place wall down, and so I have a wall down the middle of the ramp.
Nice.
We're good. It's easily fixable.
It wasn't a gateway. The parks were glitched. Kept sending everyone in circle. Human attacked Abberation. Oh, that's what it was. I thought it's Abberation was the hub one because it had that like transportation room you come into, and that it was in lockdown because of all the Rockwell Overseer shit.
Wait, so what was the actual story?
So, all of the arcs kept sending you in a circle. You couldn't use them to get to Earth. So what they did is they took over the Abberation arc by having Rockwell become the Overseer, and he hacked it so they could jump to Earth from Abberation. But by the time we get there, he's gone insane.
Yeah. But we can still get to Earth from Abberation.
Because you kill him and then you kill him and reset it.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. Hey, Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Can you come look at the cliff? Do you see that?
Which cliff side?
Turn to your left. By the rocks. Do you see the floaty tree? You see that?
Damn, that's a tall floaty tree.
It's treesus.
Well, it exists as a tree. Yeah.
Good old treesus. Hold on, let's see if I can hit it from down here. Because you flew through it. Like, flew through where it would be. Nope. Huh. Treesus. Yeah, it goes, don't break that. Don't break treesus.
Thanks for saying that after I broke
You
it.
sinner. You sinner.
Stop coming up with good ideas and, like, communicating them back. My brain's like,
Alright, chat came up with it.
Must break tree down because it in weird hover spot.
I thought a Moralitops is a real-life creature, though. I thought there were a Moralitops was a thing in real life.
Oh, was that an invented one?
Apparently it's a fusion of trike and camel. I'm Googling. Huh.
I don't think refertilizer would restore that one.
Huh. It is, in fact, a unique creature.
Huh.
Wait. It seems to be a relative of both the Moralodon and Ceratops genus, which itself is rather strange. On top of that, it has developed the ability to store water in its humps like a camel. This makes it a critical part of the desert's food chain as it provides predators both food and hydration. Trivia. Give me the trivia. Moralitops isn't actually a real dinosaur, but it was invented by the game developers. The dossier say it's a combination of Moralodon, an iguanodontian, and Ceratops, a ceratopsian, which are not closely related. This combination also forms its generic name. Ah, interesting. Lights.
Yeah, it's weird. Only the gachas are spawning with the event, but we don't get raptor claws, we don't get snow.
That's whack. That wants me to make you pay for killing Treesus. But, I mean, I can't make you do that. That's what the afterlife is for.
Damn.
You'll meet Treesus, Ghost. And he will judge you. And he will not be kind. You know what you could be doing, Ghost? You could be putting the ceilings on right now. Have we done caves yet? We've done, like, one. It's... When we do caves, we're gonna, like, probably bat them out in the course of, like, 2 streams. The caves aren't hard.
Till we get to the Ascension cave.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count.
Before.
That doesn't count. That's not a cave. That's a pain.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been through it.
You have? We beat the Overseer once. Remember in the Mr. Fister series?
Oh yeah, we just blew through that cave though. I don't remember.
And we got deleted because it glitched. And that's why we thought it reset your character, because it reset our characters.
Mm.
Make the other weapons for the fight pits. Nah, we got a bow. Oh, Ghost. As I know, we do have to finish up my my 7 kills on you.
That we do.
Why are you wearing chitin?
It's all the random shit I've been collecting off the alphas I killed.
Imagine wearing clothes. Imagine wearing clothes. Just make foundations.
I took half of them.
Imagine!
I know, right? Wild. I'm taking over Spesh today since he's not in stream. Not that he usually is, but...
There. Got all your foundations. Then we just gotta get the triangle boys to fix that up. Nice for ramps. I did not make any more ramps. Have we flown on oh no, oh no, oh no. Have we flown on NCT yet? I don't think we have. Oh no, we did, we did. We tried to speed test on it, I think. Or did we? Oh, let's fly them. Yeah, they're standard Tapajara. Actually... That's not bad. They had 6 levels over them. They have a decent enough weight, Ghost. I put some speed into them. Look at this.
Nice.
That's almost fast enough to keep up with a running Quetzal.
I was gonna say, that's as much speed as we need. Any more than that, and we'll be...
No, we need a little bit more. We need more. That won't keep up.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't want to go beyond Quetzal speed, because then you run into issues.
No.
If you go too far behind it, because no, maybe not. I don't know.
Nice chill stream? Exactly. The Alpha Stone, the Athalascus was just talking about, he loves breaking stone walls. I don't want him to be anywhere near us. Hey, look at that, we were missing a raptor. We're missing more than one raptor. We're missing 2 raptors. Well, one of them's back now, but we had 4 total raptors.
They must have been neutral or something and jumped off.
Yeah. Oh well, we don't really need raptor eggs anymore. Yeah, Ghost apparently just keeps forgetting the air brake exists. It's whack.
Oh, you're right.
You know what? You not knowing that exists explains so much!
Mm-hmm.
Why you always have such trouble piloting.
Oh wow, that is, yeah. It's just, you don't expect an air brake button on
Except
a bird.
we've known about it for years!
But if I'm not using it frequently, I don't remember the mechanic.
Imagine. Because we're gonna fight it out with bows and arrows, because we're kind of out of spears.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
It won't take long. It's only 7 kills this time.
Let me go
What?
stuff
WD
all my
doesn't
stuff
kill
upstairs. I no longer have the mental capacity for long or large-scale theoretical conversations, but I'm pretty certain that Star Wars weapons can't exist in real life.
They could. Certain ones. Like which one?
I'm assuming both lightsabers and laser blasters.
Lightsabers could exist. They just wouldn't look as neat. But it is possible to just take superheated plasma and have a magnetic field hold it in place in the form of a tube, and you could cut things with that. Yeah, it's possible. Is it likely to see in our lifetime? Hell no.
Oh, goody, rain.
Yeah. Don't you love rain?
I think that was everything I needed.
What do you think of the Kara? The what? Huh?
Kara, it's the natural selection 2 creatures.
They were talking about Subnautica.
Yeah, it's the same company that made Natural Selection that made Subnautica.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And so
Also, how many
the
more walls do we need for
alien, like, there's like references to them inside Subnautica.
How many more walls did we need? Or did you fix that already?
Oh, there's 21 walls in this thing.
You want to take them?
Yeah, and then I can head over to, I'll come back and then go to the arena.
Okay. I was thinking you want to do that for like another 15 minutes.
Well, we've been going for, yeah, like 15 minutes is about what it's going to take to finish off the bounty list.
Wow.
Like, because we're a little bit later today, I'm like a little bit low energy, so I'm like,
Imagine being sleepy. Imagine walking home from the chiropractor.
I know I can walk home again. It is
Imagine
amazing.
sleeping in
so
your own
good.
bed.
I know. Like, so much progress.
I saw an alternate title for Star Wars: Fantastic Holes and How to Escape Them. A Guide for Space Wizards. Oh, that's great.
Not wrong.
Okay, Ghost. How about this? We finish up the barn off camera while we're doing the gacha stuff. Just because it's going to take a little bit more. We have a theoretical 2 floors left to go. I'm thinking maybe we just do the total of 2 floors and not a third. And we just take what is the, we'll have the Argents upstairs because they're birds. And they can be flown in.
I feel like we could have some, like, behemoth hatch gates.
Kind of like how the one fan base did.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that maybe have 3 floors and have that be the way Argents get in.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I guess because we don't have a lot of Utrans now, but we will eventually. You have Subnautica player doomed Earth with a debt. Oh. Really? That's spoilers. Now I have an excuse. I don't have to play Subnautica.
I'm actually kind of excited to play it.
Here's the thing, Ghost. I think no matter how buggy the multiplayer mod is, it's still gonna work. It's still something we should look into.
The thing was, it hadn't been worked on for like.
And
it
still
no,
works.
like it was absolutely broken by a base game update and was not being developed further at the moment.
Really?
I was looking at it and it, like, it just didn't work.
That's sad.
My torch is not on. God damn it! Did the rain do that?
No, because the rain turns them on.
Oh no, there it goes. The torches are S+ and don't activate unless someone's in the area.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
And so I had to finish the wake up animation before I spawned.
All right.
This arena looks really
Ghost?
good even in the rain.
Yeah, it does. I love it. Because all the light it makes it look nice. I have not brought any additional weapons. Just a bow. No bola, no club, nothing. Got it?
Okay. I actually brought some spears because there was a whole bunch of spears in the crafting table from one of
That's
the
valid.
dino
I'll
kills.
take some
so there's
spears.
a 10 stack in there.
Like a 6 stack.
There's a 10 stack as well. Like, and
I
I
took a
also
6
have
stack.
my own 10. So, yeah.
What? But multiplayer Skyrim with Skyrim together. That doesn't work anymore. Like they stopped development on it because they got in trouble for stealing code. Zero, let's open a 5th Camp Worms today. Will they be possible? Entirely. They're based on horizontal gene transfer. You shoot me while I'm scratching my ear ghost, I will destroy you. They are entirely possible because horizontal gene transfer is a thing. Parasites regularly grow inside their host. acidic blood, that'd be a little weird, but it's not impossible. You could have a bio compound that is not... It's basic enough that it doesn't get melted. Alright, you ready to go? I saw that ghost. Go! That hit?
Nope. That one did. That one did. Maybe.
I haven't been hit yet. That arrow should be inside of me. That hit? Oh, I heard grunts.
Fire arrow. Oh, it just
Really?
started with a torch.
Oh, I heard grunts.
Nothing on that one? God damn it. It's
I have
really
not- I have
hard
not
because
been
this
hit
one
yet.
arrow is in, like, my neck, and so I keep seeing
Good.
it on the screen.
I've blinded you. I actually haven't been hit yet.
Man, that's really... Man, I just suck at ARK.
How are you still moving?
I have enough HP.
Ow!
I got some hits in there.
I
I
pinned you to
backed
the
into
wall.
the spikes.
Number 6!
Right,
Yeah, you've seen Bloodspurts, but like, I didn't lose HP.
even those last 2 arrows at point blank that I shot
You hit me once. You hit me once. I told you when you hit me. You ready?
1 second.
Ah. Reporting for adventure.
Oh no, you've activated Helena. Your advantage. That hit you in the head?
Nope. Ow.
That one?
I think so.
How about that?
God damn it! You just
How about that?
annihilated me in 3 arrows.
Yeah, headshot, body shot.
I can't
Yeah, hit markers are not
anything
working.
with these. Yeah.
Hit markers aren't working. 5. Just look at this. When this is clean, we have a clean slate. Helena was a terrible fight, awful fight of Grace forever. Oh, okay, so that explains Ghost. Headshot.
God damn. I know, right?
Ever try to spear someone with an arrow?
Yeah, you're right. I should be spearing
Oh,
someone with a
shit!
spear.
Hey!
You said you didn't bring any in. That didn't mean I couldn't. I'm not hitting you even when you're bullet. There we go. At least I killed you when you were bold.
Imagine bullying me.
Ugh. I don't know what it is. Like, I just don't have this flick skills or something I used to have. I remember doing a lot more damage in Survival of the Fittest with bow and arrow. Where I could, like, actually PvP someone. Any of those hit you?
You hit me once.
Once. There
It
is.
actually hurt. It did a lot. It did a lot.
There
it
are
was like a
4 arrows in you on my screen, and
It was like a
one.
headshot, Ghost. I need arrows. That is 4. You're almost dead. You're almost done, Ghost. Oh.
Okay,
I
let
hope
me
you
count
don't need
these.
any arrows.
1, 2, 3, 4. There are 2 in your arm.
0, 0, 0,
1 in
and
each
0.
of your hands.
As a note, Ghost, don't need too many arrows. That is the last of the arrows in there.
I've got 159 on me, so.
I got 100, and there's another 200 in the box.
Fuck that parkour up. Okay, I'm getting my damn spear back out of the rock. Ow.
Rocks are not your friend, Ghost. Whoa, okay.
I'm just bad at this. Just so bad. Like, the spear doesn't even come close to hitting you. I was getting more hits in with the spear versus spear fight, but, like, a lot of the time it would just whiff
Number 3.
badly.
Crit is Delibird, God of God, and Killer of God. I'm a Delibird now? I don't want to be a Delibird.
I guess this is my suffering for killing Treesus.
Yes. That hurt?
Ow, yes!
Ow.
Hey, So if I don't aim at you...
Oh, I bumped into a wall.
Oh. You were on top of a rock. There was no fucking wall.
Do you see the spike wall? Ow, my legs. My shot didn't get off. The issue with the Dino Fight Pit is they would break the wood.
Yeah. We'd have to make it out of metal, and that's a lot of fucking
That's a lot of metal. In fact, there was actually a trike trying to get in. It's whack.
I love how the walls don't do shit against that trike either. Saw that one whiz by my leg.
Yeah? That one whizzed? Or did it hit?
That was a hit. Down hit.
Yeah. Thank you, Yveltal, for the follow! That sounded painful.
Yeah, yours did as well.
Oh, we're coming down to the ground now. You trying to drop shot me?
God damn it.
Mid jump, by the way.
I mean, it's easier
like it
to...
was a
Like,
PvP,
honestly,
yeah.
I think that's one of the differences. I keep doing jumps, and it just makes me easier to hit.
No, that's the first time I think I've hit you during a jump. Number 2 left.
So thank you for following, Evital. Evital? Evital?
Yveltal. I mean, slingshots count, but we just don't have any.
Oh! I've forgotten about those. God, that would take even longer to kill each other.
Yeah, it's a knockout method.
Okay, point-blank bow shots, not my strong suit.
Only helps me.
Did that one hurt?
Nope.
Stick it in your head. It is
Ow.
in your head.
Imagine getting bounced off a wall. Could be me. Ow, that definitely should have hurt, but it didn't.
Have you been hit once yet?
Maybe.
When we get down to these 1v1 like
Number
fights,
1.
it's like my spear is like just inches shorter than yours. I think that might be a model difference on the spear fights.
No, it isn't. They specifically changed that so it wouldn't be, remember? Because it used to be the longer arms did equate to a longer spear,
Yeah.
but it doesn't anymore. Thank you for the follow, Darren Hill. Ow. My face. My lovely lady face!
Oh, I lost all the ground I gained. I ran into a rock. Oh, I'm so inaccurate with these things.
I hit you!
Yeah. I remember being much more accurate with these spears.
Hello. Why, hello
Hello.
there.
Heard that one whistling. We walk into the wall.
Yeah, to evade you.
Oh, come on! Apparently
Y'all
we
ever
can
use
run
the
faster
cane
than
menu?
the spear travels.
Oh, my bow broke! My bow broke. Hey, Ren. My body is too thick for your puny arrows. Ghost, it's okay. For a little bit, there'll be guns, but then when we wrap back around to composite bows, then you'll know true pain. Man, my bow broke. Look at you being far away. Where'd you go? Where you going?
Trying a different
Trying a
rock, because
new
we always go
rock?
to the same rock.
Guess it's the farthest point from the graves. Oh, did your bow break?
One of them, because I used two. Survival of the fittest strats. That one didn't hit.
Nope. Oh, someone's leg's broken? 0!
Good, we're done.
Ghost, we're done. You're free. At exactly 3 hours, minus the fact that we didn't start up for like a couple minutes.
Ugh.
Yeah, next time we have a big blood food, we using pistols. That's where Ghost is going to dominate me, though. Cause
That
sucks.
I have a lot better aim with. Like
Ghost
these-
is great with pistol, and I'm not.
I think it's because they added the bow shake.
No,
And
that's always been there. That's
Yes?
always
Was
been
that
there
in
for
the
the basic bow.
survivalist?
Yeah, because you made a whole point in the survivalist about how the composite bow shouldn't have that. You complained about it.
yeah.
I remember that rant.
Hmm.
Someone use bits quickly.
No, we'll have to go and kill each other if you do for next stream, but not this one. But yeah, thank you guys for joining in. It's been fun. Leave a like and subscribe on YouTube.